Construction firms are using visual markers to identify the vaccination status of their workers at work sites. Others are going a step further by separating unvaccinated workers from those who are. This comes after authorities stepped up measures to prevent the spread of COVID-19 at work sites. Now, firms that CNA spoke to say that implementing such measures was smooth, but they foresee challenges ahead when borders reopen as more unvaccinated workers enter the country. Chua Tian with more.
The stickers on these helmets help identify the vaccination status of workers. Purple means a worker has received both doses of the COVID-19 jabs. And orange sticker means the worker is not yet protected against the coronavirus. So they will wear an armband and will be supervised by a safe management officer. These measures are part of the latest requirements by the Building and Construction Authority to ensure worker safety. And some firms are going beyond what's needed.
We are going to separate them in two different work areas, even with different rest areas as well as toilets for them to use. It's to protect them from being infected.
Are there any challenges at this point in time?
I don't face any challenge because out of 233 workers, I only have 2 unvaccinated workers. So it's easier for me to deploy them separately. But in future, there will be more unvaccinated workers in my workplace. I have to provide more rest areas for vaccine workers and unvaccinated workers. We have 12 rest areas for the vaccination workers and 1 unvaccinated workers. So you can imagine that if in future, if you have more unvaccinated workers on board.
Mr. Ang says these rest areas cost at least $5,000 each to set up. Space is also limited at construction sites. Other firms like Lam Chang Building Contractors are using wristbands to identify unvaccinated workers. About 5% of its workers are not fully vaccinated. While the company's not segregating their unvaccinated staff, they're also not taking things lightly.
As far as possible, we try to assign unvaccinated workers to those less group-based work, like the signalman. Those duty is to give the signal for the vehicles to come in or to the machine to move around. No need to mix around with the rest of the worker.
Mr. Tan says his operations won't be affected much, even if more unvaccinated workers join the company when borders reopen. He's confident that existing protocols are sufficient to keep workers safe until they get both their jabs.